At what point do we admit that being a New York sports fan at the moment is pure agony? Spring symbolizes new. The grass starts to grow, the weather starts to warm up a bit, the buds on the tree and the flowers start to bloom. It's a fresh start. It's the start of the baseball season. And by the time this video posts, the Mets are probably still going to be in last place. And the hardest part about being a Mets fan for now over 35 years is that sometimes your season's over before June. If you're unable to watch other teams throughout the season, you're done until football season. And God forbid you're a Jets fan, your season's done before kickoff. That's been my biggest struggle. And I'm not going to sit here and act like the Mets have been bad every year. There's highs and there's lows. The Mets are either overachieving or underachieving. This season, with a payroll that exceeds $300 million, they're underachieving. Then you have those seasons where they have a bunch of nobodies and they make the playoffs. It happens every few years. Those are the teams we typically fall in love with. And then the fans start screaming for big name free agents because we've had years of misery and not spending for the big stars that hit the market. And we've always settled for the B players and those second tier players. So now the fans and the media collectively start screaming on the radio waves and on the airwaves about sign this guy and sign that guy. And then what happens? The organizations fall for it. And they overspend for big name stars who come here and instantly shit the bed. They've lost a step. Some of them just don't seem to be happy to be in this market. We've seen it all. But it's tough being a New York sports fan right now. If you're a Yankees fan, I mean, you're spoiled. You're spoiled just like the Braves. Every year you can almost guarantee 90 wins and a playoff appearance. Every year. And when you have a down year, it's one, maybe two in the whole decade. And when we switch to football, it's the same thing. Historically, the Giants have been better than the Jets. And most New York fans who are Yankee fans are typically Giant fans. And it's like the Jets and the Mets are like connected. And unfortunately, I had no training growing up. I just gravitated towards the Mets and I gravitated towards the Jets. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. One of my first Christmas gifts was an LT uniform. Lawrence Taylor. Why I became a Jets fan? I have no idea. So basically in the 12-month year, I'd say 3/4 of the year, I'm miserable. Miserable as a sports fan. I have nothing to look forward to. And I'm not an NBA guy, so I can't really rally behind the Knicks. I mean, I grew up a Knicks fan and I kind of want them to do their thing finally. I mean, 1973 is a whole freaking century ago, it seems like. So yeah, naturally, I want to see the Knicks do well. But then I see the reaction of these so-called fans nowadays. After every Knicks win, game one of the first round, and they're celebrating like it's 1999. Partying and jumping up and down and screaming and taunting the other fans and this, that. After a game one win, this was the reaction. And us Knicks fans of the 90s and years prior didn't act that way. The Knicks were dominant in the 90s. Dominant. We didn't celebrate after a game one victory. It's all for social media clout, and I understand it, but I don't understand it. Part of me wants to root against the Knicks so the fans can go somewhere and sit down. And stop making this an all about us campaign just to get some clicks and views. We go over to Atlanta and we're storming the arena and we're screaming. It's too much. I get the excitement, but let's calm down a little bit. We've done nothing in 50 years. Absolutely nothing. You do recall the Knicks stunk the whole decade of the 2000s, up until maybe 2015 with the mellow Amari Stoudemire team that lost to the Pacers. The Knicks did absolutely nothing for about 15 years, from Lenny Wilkins and Don Chaney and Derek Fisher and Jeff Hornacek and this coach. And we did nothing. So it just kind of makes me feel away when I see the fans behave the way they do. And I don't care about the whole New York fans or the smartest fans. Did anyone take a poll on that? Are we passionate? Yeah, we might be a little passionate. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's passionate fans in Boston and Philly. There's some passionate fans out west, I'm sure. But it's tough. Think about it. The Mets haven't won since 86, the Jets since 69, the Knicks since 73. If you're a hockey fan, the Islanders, what was it, 83, if I'm not mistaken? The Rangers, 94. I can't forget that. The Giants, 2012. The Yankees, when was the last time the Yankees won a chip? What was it, 2008, 2009? The good old Mets haven't won since freaking Ronald Reagan was in office, when crack was running rampant in the city. Are we supposed to win every year? No. There's some competitive teams out there. We know that. But it's tough. You Yankee and Giant fans, you guys at least have seen something in the last 20 years. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to kind of move you guys to the side. But us Mets, Jets, and possibly Knicks fans, if they don't have a good playoff run this year, there's a good chance that a lot of us die out before ever seeing a championship. Think about it. You can go a whole lifetime. If you were somebody born in the late 70s, 80s, you can go your whole lifetime without witnessing a championship from your favorite team. And I don't even count the Nets. I don't even know why they're still in existence. And I grew up liking the Nets at some point with the Kenny Andersons and the Derek Colemans of the world. But I mean, that was just, whatever. The Nets have never won. Let's put it that way. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know if I should still be aligned to sports. It's hard to detach yourself from something that you grew up playing and watching, admiring athletes, collecting cards, going to stadiums, going to arenas, talking on the phone with your friends about your favorite athletes. It's hard to detach yourself from it. But the older I get, I realize I don't need to be emotionally invested in it anymore. It takes a toll on you mentally. Screaming and shouting at your television at players that are worth tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, when I think about the bigger picture, is it worth the aggravation? Why would I be mad at the Mets? The Mets are good collectively, individually. Yeah, there's some stresses involved with this type of profession. We get it. Constant scrutiny, constant criticisms, strangers blasting you on social media. There's a lot of pressure to this. I'm aware. But when a guy like Juan Soto goes 0 for 4 or goes in a 2 for 25 slump, he's fine. He's going home to a penthouse somewhere. He's good. When Bo Bichette goes through a little slump, yeah, it's stressful. You got to answer to the media every night. But you're okay in the bigger picture. But is it worth me screaming and getting my blood pressure worked up for a team that's in dead last in April? By the time this video posts is probably going to be May. Is it worth it? With about 4.5 months left to the season, stranger things have happened. Teams have started out in last and found their way into, the playoff hunt. But when you look at this Mets squad, I mean, do you have any hope? The pitching stinks. David Stearns clearly sabotaged the roster. Clearly. I don't care what anyone says. Pete Alonso should still be a Met. We know that. You don't have a platoon at first base of a Brett Beatty and a Mark Vientos and a Jorge Polanco. I actually didn't mind the Polanco move, but I kind of wanted him to play second this year. I thought Pete can stay at first. You can put Polanco at second. I was fine with the Bichette move. He's one of my favorite players. I didn't understand the whole move to third, but I got it. He didn't have great range at short, but it was just a weird offseason of moves for the Mets. And the pitching staff, I kept saying we're like 1 or 2 players away this offseason. 1 or 2 players. They just wouldn't sign or couldn't sign the players that I was looking for or hoping for or trade for. And now you have a last place team. And everyone's screaming, fire Mendoza and fire this. Buck Showalter lasted here for, 2.5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken? Unfairly treated. I thought he got a raw deal. I mean, he managed a 101-win team. And then the following season struggled and just got the axe. It's tough being a New York sports fan. And then all you guys getting excited over the Jets draft picks. I mean, it's the same thing every year. Wash, rinse, repeat. You're going to get excited because we had a lot of picks, because we suck. It's the same thing. We bring in some fresh blood. A lot of these young guys, they get excited. We're still winning 4 games. Does that make you feel any better? When we haven't seen the playoffs since Rex Ryan days and the early Rex Ryan days, 15 years ago. It's the same thing. I mean, are we being bamboozled here as fans? Like we drink the Kool-Aid to watch the same crap every year. It's going to be our year. We're number 1. Woo! All this. All that for what? For 3 wins? We bring Geno Smith back? I don't hate the move, but I mean, what? At least there's some traction with the Giants right now. A little traction. There's always traction with the Yankees. At least the Knicks have a little traction. So there's hope somewhere here. But when you're a Jets and Mets fan, it just feels like it's like Groundhog's Day. It's just the same thing. We wake up and it's the same thing. We fire Mendoza, then what? Oh, bring in Alex Cora. All right, well, we bring in Alex Cora. We might have a nice 90-win season here and there, and then he'll struggle. I don't know. I wish I knew the formula for the Braves and for these winning franchises over the last 15, 20 years. I just wish I knew what they did differently, why it works for them year in, year out. It's tough.